Hey, what's up, guys? It's Craig Syracusa, Walking in Faith. Happy Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday, September 17th, Engineering by God. I want to, especially give a shout out and a blessing to all the mothers out there, especially my wife who's home homeschooling my son. I know it's going to be extremely difficult, so God bless you. We're praying for all the mothers and fathers out there, and all the children, of course, on Zoom, and the teachers. Engineering by God. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. That's Psalm. Thoughts of failure will almost always stir up feeling of anxiety and fear. If I fail, what will others think of me? But realize that failure is sometimes engineered by God for a purpose. So you'll recognize your need to trust the Lord in every aspect of your life. Whether your failure relates to a particular sin that seems impossible to conquer, a disastrous relationship, or an unsuccessful venture into ministry or business. It helps you understand how absolutely dependent you should be upon God in every detail. Of course, this is often a hard-learned lesson. As fallen, sinful human beings, we're used to striking out on our own, even when we're attempting to do something in the Savior's name. But when we do so in our own strength rather than trusting in Him, failure is imminent. Friend, don't make that mistake. Learn the invaluable lesson and depend upon God in everything you do. Because when you trust Him for your success, you'll experience an incredible freedom and peace. And reaching that point will make even failure worthwhile. Lord, help me depend fully on You. Thank You for always leading me to victory. Amen. In His presence, acknowledge your dependence on Him. Very, very interesting. I was actually having a conversation with my wife about this last night. But what's interesting is when, for me personally, right, I've never sat down and said I failed. And I think that's because I understand what my purpose is in my relationship with Jesus Christ. Every failure for me is a lesson learned, right? So I think about what God has done during that time, during that season, during that period. Did I learn something? Did I meet somebody? So I never look at anything as a failure. I think of it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn. So when next time that opportunity comes or a situation comes, I know how to handle it. But I never actually sit down and say, I failed. I've never done that, and I don't think you should either. I think what you need to do is understand that there is a reason that God, allowed this to happen in your life, and you need to really think about what you learned, how you whether improved on something, the relationships you've made, but never question God and say, God, why did You allow this to happen? I failed, because you didn't fail. You just another step closer to success. Until next time, always remember you have the ability to inspire and evangelize through words and actions.